Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Listen, to all my 385 followers, hey, look, man, I want to thank y'all for being a follower. I want to thank y'all for, um, even hitting the like and the follow button when I told you to. I appreciate it. I've been gone, there's been nothing to talk about. I didn't want to get on here and rant and talk about these kids or talk about these coaches in a light to the point where, I'm talking about, these kids are making money. There's no excuse for how they played, for how they gave up, for how they quit. It's no excuse for why the coaches quit. Um, and I'm not going to say they quit, but just gave up on the team by not trying to change up things, in between those first 5 games, change up something to Wildcat or do something to try to win or even pull, the starting quarterback early on. Um, to get a younger guy in which once they did, I feel like we saw that it was more bad things around. It was more bad things going on around the team, more so just than DJU. We saw that it was way worse than what we thought it was. Receivers was terrible. O-line was terrible. Schemes was terrible. Coordination was terrible. Defense actually played a good enough last year to where if our offense was good, we could have still been a 10-win team. I do feel that way. Adam Fuller, the beginning of the season, he was giving up a lot of big third downs. But at the end of the day, he wasn't a terrible coach. And I think he will go somewhere and do pretty good. I didn't like him. I didn't like his schemes, but at the end of the day, he wasn't that bad. To move on to the future, to today, to this Luke Cromenhawk deal. Um, Listen, and look, I don't give a care what these guys on 247 on 3 are saying. If you gonna listen to somebody, listen to me, Smalls. This is very, 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 very bad. Very bad all around, all around, all around. By not keeping this quarterback in Luke Cromenhawk, which of course he didn't look excellent. How could you? It's like the Heisman Trophy winner going to the Cleveland Browns. You're not going to be good when you're going into these sorry teams in these sorry environments with these sorry schematics. You're not going to be good. You're just not. So for him to come in and get the brunt of that, he didn't have nothing around him. And I mean nothing, no line, no receivers, no nothing to develop this kid. When you go down the line of these kids that we've brought in from 4 stars to this, and they all didn't do nothing, that's not a testament to the player. That's more a testament to the coach. And listen, I think Norvell he's done it on other levels. He's a good coach. So I'm, don't get me wrong, I can't put my finger on it either. But what I do know is if you got a 5-star quarterback who comes into a bad situation, he doesn't do well, but you make him your starter, there's no way you should be hitting the portal for a quarterback. That's the most disrespectful thing we could have done to this kid. This kid actually helped recruit for you. He brought in a lot of players with him in that 24 class. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He's done everything that he was supposed to do. He was great. So now they're saying, oh, he wanted $1 million. Who cares? I would too. If you're gonna bring in another guy to start over me when I feel like your attention should be on giving me the spring, giving me the fall to get right for you guys next year. I'm a 5-star quarterback. Like I've been telling y'all, there's other schools out there who starts true freshmen all the time. And they're ready even then or they sophomore year. You know what I'm saying? So if we're going to go get these 5 stars, they are expecting to play. They're not wanting to sit for 3 years and then come in and play. and then you bring in another person, and now their time is gone. You got to think at how would you feel if your goal is to get to the NFL, but these coaches is telling you wait, wait, wait. Now you get your time when it's supposed to be your year, and then say for instance, just like they did Rodemaker, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, we're gonna bring in this guy, or we trying to look for Cam Ward, and you like, man, I've been here 4 years. I know your system. Give me this time to be the one and play with the ones. Your confidence is gonna always go up. And I thought that they would have learned their lesson from what happened last year or this past year, but it seems like they didn't. Um, this is bad. This is bad on all levels. Y'all need to like and share this video until it gets to Norvell because this is terrible. Look, man, look, you're not going to ever get another 5-star quarterback. Ever. I'm saying this to you right now. Because if all they see, look, what this is going to do is give other schools ammunition to negatively recruit against Florida State. All they're going to do is, oh, you thinking about Florida State? You saw what they did to Luke, right? They brought this man in here. You seen what they did to those other quarterbacks, right? They bring them in and they just sit them around for backups, and then they always go out and get a transfer guy to come in and start. That's what they do. You don't want to go there. I'm telling you, you're going to waste a year of your time. When you can come here, we're going to develop you and get you ready to start either this year or next year. Look at the Gators quarterback. Look at Tennessee quarterback. Look at Texas quarterback. You know what I'm saying? These guys are actually getting in. They're playing. They are finna be starters. I don't understand this. You have a whole spring. You have right now to start working with Luke. You have a spring to start working with Luke. You have the fall to start working, the summer to work with Luke, the fall to work with Luke. If you got you gotta get this guy ready. Now you finna go out and get some 5'7" shrimp who not that good to me. I ain't like DJU. But, everybody on 3 and 247 was saying this is going to be good. Norvell can develop him. So, I'm thinking, okay, maybe if Norvell did what he did with Jordan Travis, you know what I'm saying? So now that's just letting me know Jordan Travis was a beast to put up with Norvell's system and to do what he did. I don't know. And, I would like to say Norvell did develop him. But I just don't, man, listen, man. This is very bad for FSU. And look, you can't just put a Band-Aid or a plug in a hole when you got 30 more holes around it. Luke was never going to do good coming in last year. But if you give him time and you build around him, this man could be excellent. Look, he could start next year. You're not going to no championship next year. That's not going to happen. We could make the playoffs. It's not gonna happen. I would have kept Luke and tried to at least get to a 7 to 8 win season. That would have been the goal in my mind. Even though, of course, I'm preaching championships, I'm preaching ACC title, I'm preaching, you know what I'm saying, going to the playoffs. In my mind, I would have said if we can win 7 to 8 games, I'm happy with Luke at the starter. Then you bring him back for his junior year. Now we definitely, the goal is to get there because you got a guy that's been in your system for 3 years. Even though you're changing the coordinator, he knows the system. He's recruiting for the team. Now you're showing other 5-star quarterbacks, hey, this is what I did with Luke. This is terrible. This is one of the worst things that can happen to Florida State. And I don't know if this is Gus Malzahn coming in and saying he didn't want to work with Luke. I doubt it. But I get it. You know what I'm saying? And almost sometimes you're just so nervous, but Norvell, they're not going to get rid of you, bro. If you win 7 to 8 games next year, your job would have been still secure. Look, man, this is bad. To me, this season was terrible, but yesterday, was probably one of the worst days ever in Florida State. This is gonna be bad. I'm telling you, this is gonna be very, very, very bad. And I don't think we're gonna be able to recover from this. I don't care. Next year we win 7 to 8 games. That's all you was gonna do anyway with Luke. Yeah, you should have definitely um kept him, developed him, got him ready, paid him whatever the hell he wanted. But I think he only really wanted that money because he seen FSU going to the portal. And then his parents and his agent was probably like, look, if they gonna do that, they need to give you something to sit and do this type of stuff. So this is terrible. This is bad all around the board. And I was telling y'all last year that all these guys we was picking up wasn't going to be that good. I felt good about a few of them just because of what I was hearing, but I never really saw them play. Well, I did see the dude Mark Williams on tape in high school. He looked pretty good, but I mean, I don't know what went wrong. But at the end of the day, listen, this is bad. Luke was the key, and to me, you just allowed your your ace of spade, your joker to leave. It's like you just gave your ace of spade away. But hey, man, as always, it's go Noles. I hope that we can get through this. But I'm telling you, man, this is gonna be bad. This is bad for FSU's future, man. Have a good day, y'all. Peace.